Hello everyone and welcome to another update video for Planet Coaster 2. I am, to be honest, super hyped to bring out or release this video today because Frontier surprised us last week with another preview event for us creators. So thank you, Frontier, for inviting me to this event to get a first impression of what is coming in the next free update, which will be out on December 4. To celebrate this and to give you all the information you might have missed, I want to go through the video step by step. We take a look at everything that is in there, talk about what I am thinking of it, and how I feel about the update. And in the end, I will play the whole trailer for you as well. Welcome. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and follow me on my socials. Hit the like button. And I think there is somewhere under the video a new hype button to help me with the algorithm of YouTube, which is at the moment really bad, and it's hard to get some views. So if you want to support, comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate every type of support. Thank you all so much. But now let's dive directly into the update video. It is in total 6 minutes long, and I just thought we will go through all of this and take a look at everything in detail. So now let's dive right in and get a first glimpse. I think in this sequence nothing is really new. I can see lots of flumes, but everything looks kind of familiar. So let's go a little further into the video. I think this is all just water park impressions. A cute guy. Yeah, and there is the intro. So here we are with the first feature that is added to the game. Animated scenery will now be scalable. So from what I can see here, it looks like all animated animatronics and scenery will finally be scalable, which is an amazing addition. If we go a little further here, we can see various other pieces like this from the Viking set. It looks amazing in 300%. That's definitely something we can see here. And then let's continue a bit further. Yeah, it looks really great that this is now. It gives so much more freedom for all the rides. Oh wow, this big thingy. Oh, this is perfect. I'm super hyped about this. Now I finally hope that they might also add scalability to gridded objects. This would be the last thing I would really love to see. And as you can see now, it is also added to all the old pieces from the first game that made an actual return. So the Kraken monster is also scalable now. I'm super happy that Frontier is going to, or actually adding this extra amount of work to actually also add those new features to older scenery pieces and revisit them and improve them for us all. I actually didn't really expect that they would still put so much effort into some of the older pieces. When I think of the pirate set, which can be slightly seen here in the background, they always had like a shining look, like they were kind of wet or something like this. And at least from here, it looks like the overall texture has a little bit improved. I'm not 100% sure with this, but we will see how this all actually turns out in the end when the update is out on December 4th. So let's continue. We are getting a new spring moving platform, which is actually It looks like it's based on physics because as soon as you move around this one, it has some wobbly effects. And if you put this to another platform like this one, it is naturally moving like this metal spring would behave, which is actually really, really great to see. And this is also a very fun movement with all the sprinklers in there. It looks really, really great. I'm happy that they are also adding new moving platforms, and I cannot wait to see what Frontier will add. Maybe we are getting a new type of moving platform with every update. At least that's how it's been with the last few. The next thing, we are getting more blueprints. This is basically for some of the more casual builders. The blueprints from the base game themes from the first game, like pirate, fairy tale, western, and sci-fi, are getting the returning blueprints we had in the first game, which is an amazing addition. I'm happy to see this, and I think that lots of people will also be very happy about it. I think they needed to be completely rebuilt because some parts of it are just new, like the trees or something like this. So I'm really happy. And also we are getting more blueprints for various rides that are already in the game. I actually do not play too much with blueprints, but I think that it's a very nice addition for lots of you out there. This edition is a very special one because, at least in my opinion, and if I remember it correctly, let's just stop here. This is the first time that Frontier has done something like this, in my opinion. Please correct me and let me know in the comments down below. But for all Sorcery Pack owners, they are releasing an update on the rides that have been in this DLC. We are getting the Vector Child Coaster Return, which is actually a boomerang version of the Vector Child Coaster. So this means the DLC is getting an additional ride with a new mechanic, which is absolutely awesome. And I was praying for this, that Frontier will add the boomerang version, because it's actually something you see really, really often out there. And I cannot wait to use it in one of my park builds. It also looks really, really stunning from what I've seen here with the first impressions. And I already can imagine how I rebuild Reich or something like this that is actually in Phantasialand here in Germany. Another thing that is coming to the rides of the Sorcery Pack, which is actually the LSM Raid Coaster and the Motorbike Side Coaster, or the Sidecar Coaster, how it's actually called, is a hold section, holding launch section with dual direction piece. So you are now able to hold the train back before launching into various directions or multiple directions with multi-pass and everything. So this is a missing special track piece that I hoped for will be added, because it adds so much more possibilities while creating your coasters. And I'm super happy that this edition is also coming to the game for both coasters, obviously. For all the fans of the actual raid coaster, we already had the LSM track to make launched coasters, but everyone has hoped that we are going to get a lift hill option to create or recreate something like Conda in Walibi, Belgium. And Frontier has added a lift hill track piece to the raid coaster, which is simply amazing. I hoped so badly that this would be added to the game, and I cannot wait to build one of those modern Intamin hyper coasters. I'm super excited. So thank you, Frontier, for adding those extra things to an already released DLC. This is just amazing. Next to the additions that coasters from the Sorcery Pack are getting, we are also getting some upgrades to existing coasters that are already in the base game or did come with free update in the past. So both Rocky Mountain construction, no, sorry, High Peak construction, both coasters, hybrid coasters, are getting an LSM launch track, which is amazing to see because this is also a real life option. I'm super happy that Frontier is putting an extra effort into existing rides and adding new track types. So my hopes are still up that we might get more special tracks on more coasters in the future. Another addition is on the Vector and the Arrow looping coaster, which is a double splined track. It looks simply amazing. I actually didn't know that they exist, but yeah, it adds more options in terms of realism, and I'm happy to see this. As you can already see, the Mine Train coaster is also getting an addition. They have added a new track type without the wooden beams below the track, so that you have more flexibility on creating your Mine Train rides. And I'm also happy to actually see this extra work on existing coaster types again. Just to mention that the effort is really, really great to see. Next to all the additions of some existing coaster, the actual way how maintenance and everything works has been adjusted a little more for more realism. So it's more expensive to get rides to 100% service or maintenance status, and it's easier to get to 80%, and then to get the last 20%, it's even more expensive. I didn't fully understand how it in the end will work out, but I'm sure we will find out as soon as we get our hands on the game. So I cannot wait to see what has exactly changed, but there has definitely been some adjustments to the overall gameplay and management parts of the game. Another thing that has been changed is the actual price, ticket price calculation. So the overall scenery rating and everything has been adjusted as well. How scenery pieces have an effect on various rides. It is also, from what I've heard, handled different between flat rides and roller coasters, for example. And with the automatic ticket price, not the custom ride prices, you will get an additional pop-up window with the ticket price breakdown, so you can clearly see how the multiplier has an effect on the price and what the scenery puts in there and the reputation overall. I also think, if I'm not fully wrong, that Frontier has also made some adjustments to the prestige system again. So I think this will also have another impact on everything, and the scenery is calculated differently depending on whether it's a tracked ride, flat ride and everything. But this is also something we definitely need to try out in game as soon as the update is released. Here you can clearly see that the scenery score, it's fading out a little more, so the overall scenery has not just a hard break, it's more of fading out and the surrounding area and having an impact on everything guests can actually see. Another thing that has been changed is how water and electricity is working. So it's easier to see whether an actual ride is connected to water or to electric facilities. So the heat maps overall have been improved, and the rides are now also colored as well if they are working properly or if there is any type of difficulty. So this is also a very welcome addition for all the management players to just see how everything works out, especially with challenge mode being added to the game in the last update, and now having more options to play next to the campaign mode or the actual franchise mode. Talking about realism, they also added some different behaviors to your guests. So they will, if they are very hungry or very thirsty, they will definitely leave the pool to get their needs fixed. So this also adds a little more of realism. But for the queues, for example, they put it some kind of delay that people's mood doesn't drop that fast when they are in a line waiting to ride a coaster or a flat ride. I hope you are all ready, because we are now talking about the big elephant in the room, and that is something I wanted since the game is out, or even before. Actually, I also already wanted it in the first game, and this update is finally bringing, and I'm so thankful for this. We are getting weather improvements. This means that some of the biomes and the overall weather system have been overhauled and getting new seasonal weather. So if you're taking a look at all of this, I will now jump to a sequence. Just give me a second to find it. Yes, perfect here. In the taiga and the temperate biome, we will have snow. Finally, we are getting the snow that is falling, that is covering your buildings and having an impact on the overall situation in your park. The best thing about this is that you are also getting the opportunity to add heaters and coverage for your guests, because people will have a feeling or a mood about the temperature around them. So for example, if it's heavily raining or if there is falling snow and it's too cold, people need to get into covered areas of your park, ride indoor rides, and prefer indoor restaurants instead of seating areas outdoors. And this is something that is really, really amazing. I was so hyped when I first saw this, and I loved all the snow and everything in Planet Zoo already, and having it now in the game also a little improved. I think this is not the end. I think Frontier will in the future add tweaks and fixes and everything, and maybe some other additions will be coming as well. But this is the very best step into the right direction with the whole weather. And I'm so happy that we are also getting things like heaters. And to be honest, this is not all, because we are getting another seasonal weather effect, which are thunderstorms. So there are lightning strikes happening in your park. This can make your guests panic, actually, if they are on rides. It could be that you need to close down rides if a thunderstorm is appearing and it's really, really raining super heavy. It's dark, it's frightening, and I just love everything you can see here. It's simply amazing. So I cannot wait to try all of this out, and I'm so happy to finally see like these really wet floors. People are reacting on the weather. They also adjusted the behavior of guests, that that they actually buy more umbrellas if the weather is not that good. I actually thought that was already a thing in the game, but it seems like it wasn't, and rides can actually break down if they got hit by a lightning struck. So this is just amazing. You can see clearly here the overall flooded area, the water on the pool area or the little fountain here. It looks so good. I'm so happy. People will also exit pools if thunderstorms are arriving. And yeah, I'm super excited to see this in game, but it already looks really cool. And obviously they prefer sheltered areas with or during the normal rain and everything as well. So you need to take care of covered queues and everything, that people won't get in a bad mood if they are hit by the overall weather situation. And that's not all actually, because there is a new factor of or a new thing that has been added to the guests, which is the dryness, and people will get wet from the weather situation. So they can also use the dryer you can place down not only after like water rides or the pool area, they can also use the dryers if they got very wet from the overall weather situation. Now let's get back into winter, because snow is having even more effect on your overall park situation. So you can now see that we are getting snow into the park, everything is starting to cover, and this will have a big impact on your water parks, because if you do not place heaters inside your pool areas, you can now see they will get frozen. So people won't be able to jump into the pool, they are simply frozen, and you need to place in-water heaters to actually heat up your pools, that people can still enjoy the overall pool experience and water park in winter. I love to see this. It's the pool temperature is unheated or heated, and you can actually just try out things. You can also decide to, if you placed heater, to shut them down if you want to save money or energy and everything. So there are so many new opportunities in terms of the overall gameplay and management parts. And I just, especially, I'm not a management player. I'm mostly into building and sandbox and everything, but I really cannot wait to cover all my winter areas with some snow and actually experience my Christmas market from my last year's build in the snowy environment. So I'm super excited about this. Here you can see how people are actually freezing. I think one downside is still the clothes, that they do not put on like warmer clothes or everything, but at least you are able to see with the new heat map of Worms how guests are feeling, and then you can place, like here, you're seeing one of the outdoor heaters to make it all comfy for them, that people can stay there just in like in real life basically. And it also, from what I've seen in the changelog, is that it also has an impact if you heat up like indoor areas or something like this, that people, it definitely has something calculated in the background. So I cannot fully say, because everything we got here is simply visual impressions and not how it actually works in game. And I think we will just find out very soon. Another thing that has been changed depending on the seasonal weather are sunburns. Basically the sun cream will now not be infinite. Before it was like a guest bought sun cream, they put it on and then it was like fixed forever. But now it will, just like in real life, they need to re-put on sun cream, and it will just go away over time and having less of an effect. So people will need to buy more often sun cream at your park depending on how long they are visiting. This is also a very welcome addition to the overall weather system. Another thing that is making a return to the game is the festive scenery theme. So basically everything we had in the first game for the festive season is also coming back, and look at how amazing this looks with the snow falling, actual weather and everything in Planet Coaster 2. I'm so happy because it looks so cool. I cannot wait to build a little Christmas town in a few weeks, and yeah, getting into the festive mood, it's so cool, and I'm so happy that they are bringing this whole scenery theme back. I think it's around like 200 to 250 pieces in total. And yeah, I cannot wait to get my hands on it. So Christmas has arrived, in my opinion. And look at how amazing this all looks with the weather, the ride in green and red, all the colors, the lights and everything. And if I imagine this now in the dark, it looks even better. So I think this will change so much how the visual appearance of the game overall is. And I'm wondering, they just mentioned the overall new weather effects and everything, but maybe they have also fixed some things of the existing weather already, or changed some parts of it, like wind and light and heavy rain or something. I'm not really sure about this. One issue was always that it's still sunny when it's raining, but maybe I haven't seen anything about it, so let's wait and see what they have actually done on this as well. And look at this cute train, the steam train with all the Christmas decorations, the lights. Finally, the lights are coming back, like all those little light thingies. And so it is so cool to decorate all your buildings for the main street in the dark and everything. It is so amazing. I love to see all the work that Frontier has put into this update, and I cannot imagine that this is just a free update for like everyone. You don't need to pay anything for it. And also this gingerbread castle here on the top of the hill, it looks so cool with all the lights and everything. I'm really excited for this, and I cannot wait. December 4th is still way too far away to get my hands on everything. Yes, that's actually it. I mean, it was a ton, and there are even more things in the changelog that I haven't mentioned now. But these are just the most important things, and I didn't get a full list of bug fixes or anything, so I'm not sure what will be included in there. But the changelog overall is over 8 pages, so it's incredibly big. It's such a big update, and yeah, I will definitely cover everything that is coming into my hands and will be around this whole free update. So yeah, I hope you liked today's video, so thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to never miss any upcoming thing again, and also follow me on my socials. I really appreciate everything. For the sake of engagement, I would love to see some Christmas emojis in my comment section. Drop them all down below, and yeah, I see you in the next one.